Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio for this? I think. Great. Thank you. Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. This is the 15th of April. Oh boy, happy tax day. And this is a Friday. Thank goodness. It's Friday. So I hope everybody has their taxes all ready to go so the government can, well, I won't go into that, I guess. Drives me insane. Anyway, fortunately, that's probably a short trip. However, today, boy, when you look at these indices, I mean, my golly, they're really in a tight range. The leader of the parade today has been TF, but the others, TF hasn't been all that wonderful, but they've all been just a bit tight in this range. Crude oil sold off overnight, and I think this is part of this meeting they're doing. I think today through Sunday, or they're starting at Sunday in Doha, and it's a discussion of, which is probably all it is, of the possibility of putting production caps on crude oil by OPEC and Russia to bring the price of oil back up. So the Russians have indicated that they're not going to do that, and the Iranians have indicated likewise, and so I think that's probably, we got the rumor on that earlier in the week, and crude oil did rally significantly, and then it's been selling off ever since. I think reality's beginning to set in. The rig count in the U.S. is down to the lowest it's been in a very long time, which would lead one to believe that these producers are not, they're not going to keep wells in operation that are losing money for them. So, I mean, it's a business. So anyway, bonds went up this morning. Had a very nice move on bonds. And if you, we've got some of the Forex traders in here in the morning. But boy, the Forex pairs have had some pretty good movement too, especially the yen. And we have the VIX trading right now. It's trading below 14. Anyway, it's 1360. So we'll have to see what happens next week, because these indices are going precisely nowhere today. If you trade Nadex and you were looking for good, this is a kind of a day when it's really tight like this, that butterflies and iron condors make probably a pretty good trade, because the whole objective of those is that the market doesn't move. So you're basically collecting the premium off of your pricing. Anyway, we've got some new people in here that are trying to get the hang of posting charts and how to let us all have the best shot at trying to help you. It's really difficult to see through our computers into yours, but I will show you what I'm talking about with being precise with where you think the entries are. I'm going to use an NQ chart because I just happen to have this one up. And what I generally do, you can mark these with Jing after you take the screenshot. But for example, this morning, right here, number one, when you take that screenshot, go all the way from this corner up here all the way down to this corner down here, so we can see what market it is and what size charts you're using. If this is cut off up here just to the colored part on your chart, then we already can't see anything. Shannon, if you mouse over the HotCom icon, you will see various windows, and the window of my camera is on there. Just click on it and it'll come right up on your screen. Anyway, one of the things that Apex has done for us already is to make this these markers, the drawing tools, over here on the side, and it's the first thing I've ever put on any chart I make. So when you go to indicators, right up here, this diagnostic toolbar shortcut is really, really handy. So if you pick something, it doesn't matter if they're circles or diamonds or arrows or whatever they are. But for instance, for me, and I like trading the C's, and I like trading the Apex. So for me, here's an Apex E, which is an entry right here. Okay, so the rule on that is 3 ticks below. So you get if you click on your mouse, the roller thing, the wheel, I guess you call that, you get exactly what the low is, and it's 42.25. So you go 3 ticks below that, which would be what, 7. Anyway, it's right about here. You have plenty of time to get into this trade. So you can make these colors anything you want to, but let's just say we got in 3 ticks. We got to fill right about here. And since we can't see this, we'll change it over to a different color, and we'll make it that color for this. Okay, this is where we entered. Okay, if this is where you enter, where are you planning to get out? And for me, when I look at a trade like this, then what I'm looking for is the low of the day, which is right here. So let's put another icon right here at the low of the day. Now you might, if it's moving fast and whatever, you might get more ticks, but that would be a really good take profit right there. Okay, so that's the entry and that's the exit. Why this entry? It's 3 ticks below the E, so that's where we get in, and we're looking to get out at the low of the day right here. So, and lo and great behold, what does that happen to be? It happens to be the top of this buy zone. So when it hits this buy zone, you can expect that it is more than likely to at least back off a little, but your trade to the downside is likely going to be over when it gets there. So then you go over here just to remind yourself what you're doing, and you put your arrow on here where you went. You went from right here where you got in down to this level, and then you can go over here to this text box and get a text, and you can write in here. This was an Apex trade. I guess we need the font a little different, don't we? This is okay. This is an Apex trade. We got the entry, 3 ticks from the E. We got the exit at the low of day. And if you want, you can put how many ticks that is on there. Just click OK, and it makes you a little box, and you can put it over here. and kind of match. And I can tell you that if you do that every day for 2 weeks on your market, every single day, and shoot those with Jing to save them into that historical folder, doesn't matter whether you took the trade or not. That's not the point. The point is that you recognize where the entry is. This is a matter of training your eye to see. Right here, here's another E. So you could take this, 3 ticks up from the E. Why would you maybe not want to do that? Look at the time of day. The time of day is 9:28. Do you really want to take a trade just before the open? Or do you kind of want to let the open occur and then see what shakes out? So right here, it's been at least 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Then that may be a little better idea. Could you have taken this? Sure. But it could easily have just gone zooming right down from here too. And you're trying to go northbound. Anyway, that's why you wait. This is this time of day right here. In fact, let me make a box. This time of day right here. You want to be real careful right here at the open. And so you go on and you think about other trades that you would take. Well, this is coming off of the buy zone right here. So if you were going to scalp this, you might want to take it from here up to, so where would it go? Well, hopefully it would go on up here to settlement, but it didn't. So why would you maybe not want to do that? Look at the volume. The volume is stepping down, stepping down. The volume is basically the gas in the bus driver's bus. So anyway, that's how I mark charts, and I found it very helpful. If you can't explain to yourself why you took the trade, you need to stop and figure out what it is, because this isn't about just, oh, everything's green and everything's red. Explain to yourself exactly why you took that trade and exactly why you got out where you did. And then ask yourself, okay, I did that. Now, what could I have done better? That's how you improve all the time, or at least that's how I think it works. So that goes in my bag of tips for today. Next week, we're going to have not too much news on Monday. In fact, there's not a heck of a lot of news until Wednesday. We get some of the economic numbers Wednesday and Thursday, and then some on Friday. Not a heck of a lot is happening next week. Over the weekend, you will get a notice that pops up on your Ninja to remind you of this. But we're going to roll the crude oil. We're going to roll the crude oil chart to the next month. Crude oil changes contracts every month. The rest of them do not. If you're just working with the indices, then the next time those will roll will be in June, because they roll quarterly. But crude oil is an oddball, and it rolls every single month. Right now, the volume in these two contracts it's coming up to pretty close to even. There's 100,000 difference in contracts, but by Monday, the volume will definitely be in the June crude oil. So over the weekend, I'm going to roll mine, and I would suggest you do that if you want to watch crude oil or even trade it next week. Do that on Sunday night after the Globex markets open, so you can load the volume for that thing because it will be all new volume. And I think that's about it. Anybody else have anything interesting or exciting? Be sure and let us know. But this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Thanks.